The house did not feel like home when they first moved in. It felt borrowed, temporary, like a place waiting to reject them. Every room carried a different history, and none of them belonged to the same story. Boxes sat unopened for weeks because no one could agree where things should go. Shoes lined the hallway in uneven rows as if even they resisted belonging together. The silence between them was heavier than noise thick, with caution, resentment, and unspoken fear. They were a family now, at least on paper. A second marriage. Children from different lives, lost stitched into every introduction. Each person carried a past that refused to stay buried, and every attempt at normalcy felt like a lie spoken too loudly. At night, the walls creaked as the house settled. No one slept well. Everyone listened. The weight of trying, the adults believed effort could fix anything. If they tried hard enough, they were patient enough, careful enough, the family would eventually fall into place. That belief became their ambition, and ambition, when threatened, turns dangerous. Arguments didn't start as shouting, they began as glances held too long, as meals eaten in silence, as rules enforced differently depending on which child broke them. The children noticed everything. They always did. One withdrew into their room, building walls thicker than the house itself. Another pushed back hard, testing limits, daring someone to choose them openly. Each reaction was a defense. Each was a question no one knew how to answer. Do I still matter? Love became a negotiation. Discipline felt like betrayal. The house absorbed it all, holding onto every slammed door and whispered accusation. The night everything broke, it happened on an ordinary evening. That was the cruelest part. A small disagreement spiraled. Voices rose. Old wounds surfaced. Someone said something that could never be taken back. The truth came out in jagged pieces about favoritism, about fear, about the families that existed before this one and still lived in memory. One child ran, another threatened never to come back. The adults stood frozen, realizing for the first time that their determination to make this family work might be tearing it apart. Fear settled in fully then. Not fear of loneliness, but fear of being the reason someone broke. Sitting with the damage, morning arrived quietly, indifferent to the chaos it followed. No one spoke at first. The house felt hollow, as if it were waiting to see who would leave next. Each person sat alone with their thoughts, confronting the same terrifying realization. Love had not erased, Pennant had exposed it. Apologies came slowly. They were imperfect, uneven, sometimes clumsy, but they were honest. For the first time, no one pretended this was easy. No one promised things would magically improve. They admitted the truth instead. This was hard. They were afraid. They didn't know how to do this without hurting each other, and somehow that honesty felt safer than silence ever had. Choosing to stay healing didn't arrive all at once. It came in fragments. A shared chore done without complaint. A boundary respected. A child defended when it would have been easier to stay neutral. An adult admitting they were wrong. The family did not become seamless. They remained patchwork in heaven, stitched together by effort rather than instinct. But the stitches held. Love stopped trying to be loud. It became steady instead. What remained? Time passed. The house softened. Laughter returned cautiously, like something relearned. The scars didn't disappear, but they stopped bleeding. They understood now that family wasn't about replacing what was lost. It was about making room for it, about carrying grief without letting it poison what came next. This family wasn't perfect. It never would be, but they chose each other anyway. And that choice made daily, imperfectly, bravely was what finally made the house feel like home.